Hey, friends. Who says that was perfect? I don't know what was perfect, but I guess timing, maybe? I don't know. But we're glad you're here. If we have anyone here, we're glad you're here. I'm going to wait till Hoot gives me the signal that somebody's here before I get started.
Okay, and then I should have gotten then.
Do we have friends?
It's like
Okay.
I
Doug doesn't know. So, are we live?
Well, Bridget Simmons.
Bridget.
I see her.
Bridget, I need your email address. You won on the last week, and so part of my notes today was to reach out to you to get. So I sent you a private message through Messenger on Facebook, but maybe you don't have that. I know a lot of people don't. So my email. I'm sorry. What? Oh, that was Doug. So my email address is Annie, ANNIE, at Annie McHugs, MCH as in horse, UG as in girl, S, so HUGS.com. Annie at AnnieMcHugs.com. So I can send you a present. I'm so glad you're here, Bridget. That makes me happy. So I'm also... Let me get this. I'm also waiting for Susan Wahlberg. So if Susan is on, I know, I'm so excited about that, Bridget, that you're here and that you're our winner. And I'm sorry I was so slow. We skipped last week because I wasn't feeling great. So thrilled you're here. Want to send this to you. We'll do that really, really soon. Okay, so do we have others joining us?
There's a couple of others. Mary Lou.
Hey, friends.
Pat just came on.
Yay.
Musket.
Okay, good.
Or Pat True.
First names are good. So we're glad you're here, everybody. I hope you've had a marvelous Monday. I've had a really good Monday today. Last Monday was not so great. Well, it wasn't a bad Monday. It's just that on Sunday, a week ago, I bit down and this back molar chipped, a little piece chipped off of it. And so I went to I'll tell you a story. I texted 4 friends, all 4 of them, and said, I need a new dentist. Who do you use, right? And this was before 8 o'clock. So at 7:59 or so, one of them named Pat wrote me back and said, I use Dr. Sweeney. Here's his phone number. Here's his address. So I copied that number and put it in my phone, just clicked on her message, text message, copied it, put it in the phone, dialed it, made an appointment. Oh, and by the way, they're having a new patient special. So I was like, oh, yay. So made an appointment. At 11 o'clock, I showed up for the appointment. And I walked into Dr. Sweeney's office and said, I'm here for my appointment. And they looked at me like I was crazy. And I said, you don't have me down? And she said, no. And I said, do y'all have a new patient special today? And they said, no. And I went, that's weird. Okay. So I didn't have an appointment. So I turned around, I walked out. And as I walked out the door, I looked at my phone. And I had dialed from my phone. So I called that number and said, where are you located? And it was about 6 blocks away. So I got in the car and we went over there. I walked. It was Smith Family Dental or something. Anyway, it was not even the same. I had no clue, no idea how that happened or why that happened. But while I was there, I met a girl who wanted to learn to quilt. Her name is Connie, and Saturday I taught beginning quilting, and she came to the class, so that was awesome. So I met a new friend. And also when it was, before it was all over, the dentist, her name is Lynette, came in, and I'm watching my husband, y'all, trying to figure out what he did. The dentist came in and said, I heard Connie's going to learn to quilt. And I said, yes. And she said, that's so funny. My mother-in-law's a quilter. Well, of course, y'all know how it is when you, so you say, well, does your mother-in-law live in town? And she said, she does. Her name is Sandra. And I said, oh my gosh, I had lunch last Monday with Sandra, and she was at my house Thursday night. We're real good friends. So I was supposed to go to that dentist office, but I don't know how it happened. So it was a marvelous Monday, but it was weird. And I was in the chair for off and on I was in the chair the whole time, but my mouth was open, so I was really, really sore. So thank y'all for not forcing me to be here last week. I really did need to let that just kind of calm down. I have ligament and tendon damage in my jaw, so from an injury years ago. And the older I get, the worse it gets when it's stress. So thank y'all for being patient with me. A couple of quick things I want to do just for fun, and that is, do y'all see these? Do y'all see these? These are, look, they're paper clips. Okay, you know when you go to the bank and you need a deposit, do y'all even go to the bank anymore? We do. And make a deposit or whatever. These are paper clips with scraps. So I'm such a quilter and I'm so frugal that I save little pieces. I'm going to show y'all how I make this. This is, you had no idea that you were going to get this bonus. So I take a strip, right? I fold it in half. There are two ends to the paper clip. You know, the double end, which has the two loops on it, and then the single end. You're going to work on the single end. I know, I'm not charging y'all for this. But I thought you might enjoy doing it because I give these out, you wouldn't believe. Did you see what I just did? I slipped that through there. I take the double end through this other end. It's just a slip knot, y'all. I use these all the time. So that's why you see them out. I have them in my calendar. I give them away. I just do whatever. When I want to find something, that's how I do it. So people, those are fun. So if you ever get anything in the mail from me, don't be surprised if you get scraps on a paper clip. I know, I'm such a big, generous spender, right? So today, what I'm going to do is introduce you to a quilt called Bambi and the Birds. Let me get it. And it is a quilt that I made a couple of, probably last year. So I'm hiding behind it. Let me see if you can see it. Can you see it well?
Yeah.
Okay. So what I did on this, just like everything else, so we're going to deconstruct a quilt once again. It's a center medallion. Here's my background. I made a full double window Dresden. In the lower window, I used just solid color. And in the upper windows, I used those cute little Bambis with flowers on their head. Can they see that, Doug? See those little Bambis? Aren't those cute? When I saw that fat quarter at a shop, I had to have it. I was down in Central Texas. And then Central Texas deer are prolific. Well, they are up here too, but particularly down there. And they have a saying that there's two kind of Texans. One is those who... Are you good? Yeah, okay. So, I'm talking to my cameraman. So there's two kinds of Texans, those who have hit a deer and those who haven't. But, so it's the running joke. So that's Bambi on a background with a 1-inch border. And then this fabric is striped. But I want to show you what I did. I cut it so that the stripes would go vertical on the top and bottom and horizontal on the sides. Do you see that? Can you see this? See it all at once? Okay. And then to bridge the corner, I did a cornerstone, right? This dark blue cornerstone. And then I did a quarter of the small Dresdens to make that little, to kind of make it look like a bridge. And so it gives the illusion of kind of a little bit rounded. Now I'm going to show you the background to show, the back side to show you the fabric in a bigger swatch. Is that it? Got it? So y'all know what I do is, this wasn't wide enough, so I put a strip. That's an idea. I don't guess I've ever shown y'all how I make a back, but I always try to use my scraps from the front. So that pink polka dot is exactly what this is. So when I have leftover fabric from the back, from the top or fabric out, I just want to use it up and use it on the back. So that is Bambi. It is a Dresden on a background with a 1-inch tiny border and then a coordinating floral border with cornerstones and a small Dresden. So that's one way to mix your Dresdens, like large and small. So I did that. So that's Bambi. And the reason I said birds is because when I quilted it, I used a little bird motif. It's kind of a meander, but it has little cute little birds in it. So that's why I called it that. Okay, do you see what's behind me? Can y'all see what's behind me? Let me get out of the way. I've been working on my You're My Sunshine, so I haven't quilted it. It's just the top. In fact, I have not even cut out behind my Dresdens yet. But look what I did. This is the panel. It's kind of, and then there's a big border. I'd have to measure to tell you what it is. Someday I will. And then I put a small border. I really like that 1-inch little border to frame things. It pops. For some reason, I like that. And then I did another big border on the outside. And I played with it. Last time, I think I showed y'all these, the big Dresdens. And the big Dresdens are the hexagons. And I did the bumblebees in the Dresdens. And then this fabric was some that was just leftover fabric from another quilt I'd made. So I was using scraps. And then I did a bunch of the little ones. In fact, I thought what I would do originally, do y'all ever do this? Cut a bunch of them and think you're going to do one thing and then get so far behind that you decide that's good enough. So this is another 6. I was thinking about like doing this and then this with another. You see, I've got all these cut, but I'm not. Then I decided I have run out of time, and I put this together, and I kind of liked it. It kept it kind of simple, although I liked it. The other idea too. I just decided this was good. So my next step on this. Oh, and I just turn these centers under the edges right here. I just turned them under. I did point the corners. I made the point at the center on the big ones. The next thing I'll do is I will cut out from behind the Dresdens. Because, believe it or not, that I think this would be whiter if the dark wasn't behind it. It would lighten that up. So, I'll be doing that in the next couple of days. And who knows? What?
Maurice's.
What's she saying? She wants me to give these away as a prize? Done. I'll do it. Okay, 2 prizes. This is a dozen and this is a dozen. Or should I give them both away? Marisa, you get to make the rules. Do you want me to give them all 24 blades away? Or do you want me to split them in 2? She gets to answer.
Okay.
Hi, Kathy. Oh, and hi, Mike. Okay, Marisa, you're the rule maker since you came up with the idea of doing the extras. Do I give them 12 away and 12 away, or do I put them together and give 24 away? I'm happy to do that. Because here she goes. Split in 2. Okay. Okay, Marisa's the rule maker tonight. Okay, if you are interested in 12 already cut and glued blades that are in yellow with little bumblebees, So it'd be 2 of these that you can sew together. Write in the comments, I'd love to win bumblebees or something about bumblebees. Put the word bumblebees in your comment and we will give those away. Way to go, Marisa. Excellent, excellent choice. Excellent idea. Hey, y'all, I'm going to talk today about how to make one of the blades, another one of the blades. But I want to show y'all something really cool. Saturday I was teaching beginning quilting, which I love to teach. And if I'm thinking about doing starting in January, doing some beginning, well, maybe it's not beginning, but just some quilting, not just my stuff, just teaching about quilt blocks and the different ways you can take a quilt block and change it up for quilts. If y'all are interested in that, you might respond in the comments you'd like to see me do that, because I have some ideas. But here's something that at the thing on Saturday, a girl brought, and while we were there, her name was Betty. Her name, well, it still is. Her name still is Betty. Betty brought one of these. Y'all, look. Did you open this? Did you pull it out? So I said, oh, Doug, I need one of those. It's the coolest thing ever. And, y'all, we got it on Amazon. I don't make any money. But I want to show y'all. It sat on the table. Look at this. It sat on the table. It's got plugs. It's got the USB ports. Plugs all the way around. What is this?
On-off switch.
Huh?
On-off switch.
On-off switch is up here, he says. Isn't that cool? It's a tower, something.
Power strip.
Power strip. Isn't that neat? I just thought it was cool. I thought I would share that with y'all because we do a lot of going with our stuff. And I just thought the USB plug was really what got my attention.
It'll go with the little B blades, USB.
Are you wanting me to give it away?
No.
What?
USB and Bs. Lots of Bs.
Oh, Bs. Got it. I didn't get your joke. Y'all, that's not uncommon. But anyway, I just thought y'all should see that. It's on Amazon. It's called the Power Strip Tower. You see that? It's a tower. But when you're traveling, I thought that'd be perfect. When I'm traveling, that would be perfect. Then I won't have to dig around on the floor. Because, y'all, I don't know about you, but this getting up and down off the floor is not much fun anymore. So that's one tip. Oh, and then if you'll let me brag just a second. So my tool set. For 2 years on my packaging, I've had to put patent pending. See that right there, patent pending? It's made in the USA. I'm not going outside the country. I have it manufactured right here in the States. However, next time I do a printing, I get to put a number. Y'all, have you ever seen a real patent? I haven't. Look, it comes in a book. It has this little seal. It's signed by Andrew somebody, which you can't read his writing, so I'd have to go look it up. But this is what a patent looks like, y'all. It's a book. Who knew? There's my tool. Look, there are my drawings. I know this is probably not exciting for y'all, but it's very... I've never even seen one, but isn't it pretty? I'm just so impressed. So I thought I would share. Just thank you for letting me brag for a second, because who knew that could happen? Okay. So tonight I'm going to be demoing how to do, you see in my accessory set, if anybody is new, here's the tool. Hey, can they see this up against my shirt? No? Now can they see it?
Yeah, tilt it forward just to, there, okay, it caught the light.
Okay.
Has to catch
so
the
my
light.
tool comes with the pieces that, when they cut it originally. So I had a circle put in the top in this window as an option. Okay, my accessory set has 4 shapes, one of which I call a football. I call it orange peel, but my attorney calls a football. And I'll let him call it anything he wants. It's not worth me arguing with him, right? So it's an orange peel kind of thing. Do you see the blue tape that I've put on there? It's because they're clear and I can see blue faster than I can see any, I can see color better than I can see clear. So that's why I have blue tape on it. That's just because I'm such a visual person. Where's my blue? And so I start looking for the blue. So today we're going to talk about, and I normally just do 5 different shapes, but there are 6 that I found that can work with this tool. So let me show you those. I've done a couple and then I'll do a couple more. Here's what it looks like. Of course, it's not sewn down or anything, but this is what it looks like. Just the peel, right? Just this part. And then you can do an upper, and this is a long lower, but you could just do an upper and a lower. And I tried to do a little bit of candy at Halloween. And then I decided, you know what? You probably could see this best if I just did a color. But look, this is what I'm going to teach you how to do tonight. And it's using this. See the shape? Okay, so let me show you the 6 different things we're going to do. Now, I have a rotary cutter, but I forgot to bring it over here.
No, it's not that.
So I'm going to use a ginormous one, which I am not recommending that you do. Please don't do this. It's just too big. So Doug's gone to find it, and he won't because I have it in the other room. I spent all day long yesterday, y'all. I have a new idea. My attorney says I do not have to have a new patent, but it's another reverse applique, but it's not a Dresden. It's a completely different shape, and I had it in the living room working on it, my design yesterday. All right, did you see what I did? I snipped the center out. Now I'm going to snip straight to the corners, and because it's curved, you have to go all the way around. Just snipping, snipping, snipping. And then, y'all remember I had that really good glue? Never did show up. Never have found it. I have no idea. Now, I'm using a solid here. And, there's really not a difference between the front and the back. Honey, you want to hand me some glue? It's right there. No? You don't want to? Okay. So I'm going to glue this down. And then we'll have the top one. I'm not going to do this 6 times. I'm just going to do it once so that you can see. And y'all know, you can use any glue you want. One of my girlfriends, Sharon, said you should buy some of our glue and sell it. And I was like, but I just haven't done it yet. Okay, did y'all see how easy that was? Now I'm going to iron it. Melting the glue. See there? Now, all I would have to do is fussy cut whatever I wanted to go right there in the background, right? Or this one. And then glue it in. Okay, so that's one. The next one I'm going to show you, I've already drawn so that you could see it. See, this is why I start looking. Here's the way you do it. You lay your blade down. Hey, have y'all tried this? I just got it. My friend Sharon just sent it. It's this self-erase marker from Quilters Select, Alex Anderson. And it is, y'all want to use it? We can try it. I just got it. So it'll be fun to see if it'll. I seriously waited on you guys. Okay, so the marker is on this end, and there's an eraser on this end. Huh, how cool is that? Okay, so here's the marker. It's got a little tip. Okay, so we would draw the lower window. We would drop from the accessory set this in here and draw like this. Isn't that cool? Okay, so that's, again, we're just going to cut this out. Now, y'all, you don't have to use rotary. Y'all know you can, whatever cuts, right? You can use scissors. Again, you're just going to cut this upper window out. You're going to snip to the corners. You're going to snip to the corners. And then you're going to snip all the way around the edges. It's that curve, and anytime there's a curve, you have to, for it to lay down. And I just looked. Thanks, Amanda. I'm excited about my pattern. I really am, y'all. And then today I heard that you have to pay maintenance fees every few years for them to keep it on their rolls. And that was a surprise. What was really the surprise was you had to pay. I thought I was through. That's not the way the government works, y'all. Just saying. You're never through paying for your patent, from what I now understand. That's a good reason not to get another one, right? Okay, so see how easy that is? Okay, and then the same thing down here. You just open this little window. Now, if you've not seen me do this before, I'm leaving this line is my fold. That's the line I'm folding on. So I'm cutting on the inside of that line. Do you see what I'm doing? So that I can snip and then fold and glue. If you've not seen me do this before, I should say we're going to glue it. Once we put a picture in the window, then we'll go to the sewing machine and stitch it down. So the thing about the tool set and the accessory set, the tool set shows all of the instructions. Has all the instructions. Okay, so once again, when I hit that glue with the iron, it melts it. Once it melts it and cools, then the glue is no longer sticky. See, now I've got an upper and a lower. Now the same thing, the same exact, so now that's two. Look, now I'm going to do the same thing. Lay this on here, put this down here, draw upper and lower. This time, I want see, this is a normal lower window. See that? That's the normal lower window. This time, I want it to be a longer lower window. So, we're quilters. We've talked about this before, right? We can connect. This is where the bridge was. See the bridge? I'm just connecting the dots. So what that does is it allows me, that's a big, that makes me laugh. That's a really big rotary cutter. That's what I get for working in the living room in front of the television yesterday while I was resting. And forget to bring it in here. This is going to be what I call an elongated lower window. It's above, it's the lower window and above the bridge. So it's all of this area. Okay. So you've seen me do that. I don't have to repeat that, I don't think, unless somebody wants me to. And if so, just comment. Show me again how you do that. I will. I don't mind. It's just I don't want to bore you to tears. Okay, so once again, I hit that with an iron. I'm not going to... Oh, man. My friction pen just disappeared. Well, I should have seen that one coming. It's okay. I can draw it again, right? So I would cut this one out, but you see how the lower window is now long, and then I would cut this. I guess I could. Oh, I have no fear. Can you tell? Somebody asked me, I don't know, a month ago how many of these I cut, and I said I figured it out, it was well over 2,000. Yeah, I got over my fear cutting them. But, the first few I was a little more, you know, I don't know. What is it? Just tentative, maybe, is the word I'm looking for. So, I want y'all to see how that looks. After I said I wasn't going to do it, then I'm doing it. Story of my life. I changed my mind on the fly. My husband has no idea. Yeah, let's go to the store. Where are we going? Well, I think we're going to go to Houston. I changed my mind a lot. Okay. And he's very organized and he's very plan oriented. Okay, now you can see the difference. So the upper window with the petal, and then the no lower window, a regular lower window, an elongated lower window. But now we're going to move into this. First, we're going to do an upper window, then we'll do an elongated, and then we'll do a full window. So there are 6 different variations that I've come up with this one. Do you hear our phone in the background? No? Okay. I just keep hearing our phone. I unplugged it in the kitchen, but I didn't unplug it the rest of the house. I guess if there's a... But you know, y'all know who it is. I can tell you who it is. It's somebody's campaign. Are y'all getting bazillions of phone calls? Okay, here's an upper window. And did you see what I did? I didn't talk through it. So, did you see how I erased that? Man, I'm good at that. That heat is just magic. Okay, the first thing I did was I put my little thing in, my little shape. Okay, then I pop it out, and then I do the sides and the bottom. Okay, now you'll see there's no connecting line, but that's just a straight line. I went all the way to the corners, so I just lay this down and do that. Now I'm going to cut all of this out and fold under. So that's the upper window. But you could also just as easily draw to the bottom of the bridge, connect this, and have an elongated. You see that? So a longer window. Or So you could do a full window, which is all the way to the bottom, right? And ignore that little line. So that's how you get this shape. So now let me show you how to cut that out. So that's 3 different ways you can do this particular shape. We're going to go ahead and cut the long one, just because I've got this honking big rotary cutter. That makes me laugh. Oh, that makes me laugh. Okay, so I have to cut this out, give myself a good 1/4 of an inch. I am going to snip to the corners. Up here, I'm going to turn this corner. I'm going to go to the top. I'm going to come back down. This kind of has a Art Deco feel to me somehow. I think it's the points and the angles. Okay, so the bottom is always the same, right? Just snip to the corners. This one we're going to snip to the corners. So remember, this could be an upper window, an elongated window, or a full window. So all 3 sizes come from here. And then around here, we're going to snip the curves just like normal, right? I mean, we always have to, and I go straight to the point, and I go here. Now, corner is where, watch what happens if I fold this like so. Then that hangs over. So here's what I've learned to do. I just snip that excess off. Do you see what I just did? I just snip this like that. Too much bulk. So we're going to glue this so you can see what I'm doing. You just have to fold this, right? Get that down good. All right, so I'm going to do it this way so you can see me. I'm folding this. I'm going to snip some more of that bulk. I don't want a whole lot of bulk in that space. And oh, I got another new tool. Look at this one, y'all. Look, this is called Hera. I guess that's how you say it. Y'all have one of these? So it's a stiletto and a turning tool. So it is really handy if I remember to use it. And then you press it down. How cool is that? Well, somebody I know, Heidi, I think it is, that Sharon said Heidi uses this all the time. Well, I haven't gotten proficient with it, but I can sure try it. But look, here I am holding it using my fingers. Whoops, I did this backwards. Oh, I'll fold this up, the side, the bottom up. I didn't snip that very good. Let me do that again. All right, fold it up. There we go. Now I can go down the sides and glue them down. And the bottom. What? What? Doug's laughing and he doesn't tell me why.
Oh, it's
makes me nervous.
It's a Marisa.
What's she saying? Give that one away too? Tawny, I use a 28 millimeter. Isn't the 45? Yeah, 28's what I use. I just put in my wish list at the distributor today an even smaller one. Oh, John wants to know why I'm using high heels in my demo. Okay, y'all, look. That's how you do it. So that's how you do it. And then when you put fabric behind it, it comes out looking like this. So that's how, and so again, you can do a short, a medium, and a long. So that's 6 different ways you can use this this one tool with the accessory set. So if you're interested in a tool, they sell for $44. And then if you're interested in the accessory set, it sells for $18. So you can, if you want one, all you have to do is say, I need a tool, and then I will contact you through Messenger and get your information, and we'll go from there. So that'll work. Okay. Whew. We did 6, so that's pretty good. I'm excited. Okay, so I want to show you a couple of other things, if that's okay with you guys. One time I made this little quilt as a sampler of all the different shapes that you can make. And then I found 8 more, and then I invented the accessory set. So this doesn't have nearly all of them on. But today we did numbers 16 through 21. So we'll do at least 5 more next week. And I'm thinking probably the heart, or I think it's the heart. But at some point we'll come back and do the double thing. But the thing about this quilt I wanted to mention is when your blades match the background, the blades disappear. You see that? That is a blade. And that's the background, so the blade disappears because it matches. So I want to show you another one that I did the same way. So this is a design tip that when you're making things, you can think about how you want it. So I may have shown you this before, but I brought it back out. Here's another table runner. I got some really nice muslin. And a girlfriend of mine, her name is Gail, at a Christmas party, was it last year? No, it was year before last. At a Christmas party, we had one of those exchanges where we were stealing things. And she got 12 linen napkins that were hand cross-stitched. And I wanted them, and she ended up giving them to me. But she was so sweet. She didn't have to, but she did. And I made this table runner using those linen napkins. And these, I cut them up and put them in the windows. And this is the raindrop out of the accessory set. But one of the things I wanted to mention in your design, you see only 6 blades show up. But this is actually 12 blades. Here's a blade. Here's a blade. But those blades match the background. So that is always a design element you can do if you want your blades to disappear. Just have them match the background. You just make a complete dress, and you just don't dress it up, right? If you want to hide it, because it gives it the structure. Okay, one of my favorite things, I love vintage. Did y'all know that? I love vintage. I love vintage linens. I love vintage everything. And we had that Thanksgiving turkey table runner a couple weeks ago with the little turkey tail on the... Well, I haven't made one yet. I've been trying to get to it. I just haven't. So, but I had guests at the house, and I was decorating for fall, of course. And I came across a table runner I want to show you, just to show you how much I love vintage linens. I've had this for, I don't know, 5 or 6 or 7 years. And I use scraps because I'm a scrappy kind of girl. And I want to show you what I did on this table runner. Yes. Look what I did. I've washed it and used it and used it. So it's just a table runner. Real simple table runner. But do y'all recognize what this is? This is a vintage 1965 linen calendar. Remember those that hung in the kitchen? So I collect things like that because I just don't want to lose them. But you can, and so I found it, and it has the golds and the greens and the reds. And sure, it's old and worn, but I love it anyway. Now, I remember 1965. So made a table runner. This is, like I say, I can't even, it's probably 7 years old, 6 or 7 years old. And I've washed it and used it and washed it and used it and get it out every year just because I love preserving our history and our vintage linen. So I just thought I would show you that as a design idea. Another free thing. It's kind of like my paper clips. Another little freebie there. Okay. Week before last, we had 2 winners. I've been trying to get in touch with Bridget, and she and I have already connected today when she got on. But Susan Wahlberg was another winner that I sent a text message. That's not true. A Facebook Messenger message, and I haven't heard back from. I've got a prize for her, and I don't have So if any of y'all are friends with Susan, she won one of the friction pins and the thimble from me, and I just need to get those to her. So y'all help a friend here. If y'all know Susan, let her know that I need her information. And I'm so glad Bridget showed up. Now tonight, the prize is going to be this ABC picture window pattern. All of my pattern have all the steps on, how to make the dressing and how to make, all the everything, pictures, all that stuff. So this is the prize tonight, and all you have to do is make a comment. Any comment that you've already made, or any comment that, if you haven't commented, comment, and you will be in the pool for this. And what? And if you're interested in bumblebees, write something about bumblebees. We've got 2 more door prizes, thanks to Marisa. I could get her to come to my house on Mondays, help me organize my prizes. Okay, so we've got 3 prizes going on tonight. If you don't have Messenger on Facebook, which is how I've been reaching out to people, then I'll try to announce your name next week if I haven't made contact. Okay, anything else? What have I missed? Anything? Okay. Well, I guess, do y'all have questions? I could ask that. Oh, I see Mindy's here. Hi, Betty. Betty's here. Okay, so I met Betty Saturday at these are prizes. I can leave them out. I met Betty Saturday, and she made this darling little mini quilt. It was really cute. Really, in a sewing fabric theme. It was really, really cute. And Pat is here. Oh, look, she mentioned bumblebees. And Mindy made one of these. So I'm going to try this week to pull the fabric, cut the fabric out from behind this, and see if I can get it on my long arm, and see if I can get it quilted by next week. That might be asking a lot, but we can do these things. Okay, friends, I love you. I pray for you every week. I did today, just like I always do. I pray for you every week. I'm getting really, really excited about my new, about a new thing that we're about to come out with. So I'm working on it really hard. And if you have any questions, and if you're interested in, if you know anybody that might be interested in sort of a skill building class online, it'd be like this. It'd be a live quilting class. Let me know, because I'm really thinking about doing that starting in January, like a sew along, and maybe even designing a pattern to do that with. Okay, so I love you. Thank you. Y'all have a blessed week, and let me know if I can do anything at all to help you. Talk to you later. Bye.